September 19th, 2022. How's it going, guys? Got another video for you. We're going to be talking about Reiki today, and we're going to be talking about auras and energy fields. And the first thing I want to talk about is this little plasma ball I got here. And we're going to just turn it on, see if it's warming up here. There we go. All right. Now, we can actually see that arcing across to my finger. What if you could look at people and see an energy field around them like that? But whether you've seen it in black and white, it was just starting out, or if you've seen it in different colors, or it was globbed out, kind of like what's on my finger there, it might indicate a lot of different things. And that's what I want to show you here. So hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of these authors, any of these books, or anything like that, but this is one good book to have, and it's very, you can learn a lot from it there. It's called The Hands of Light. And what we're going to do, we're going to open this book up, and we're going to look at some things here. And what this is showing on all this is, excuse me, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now it's showing on this photo kind of like a normal aura. And that's about what it should look like. But depending on the emotions, depending on the passion, depending if the person's well or if they're sick, it can indicate lots of different things. There could also be blockages. Now, what we're going to show here too is it shows two of these people. One that was sniffing cocaine, and one that was like doing LSD. But it doesn't matter just about that. It matters about any kind of drugs really basically disturb the energy fields. And doesn't actually focus the true ability of that person and their energy. Now here's one. Person's angry, being expressed. When I look at people, I can see these. I can see this energy around them. So, it's like EE Arts on YouTube there. It's like nobody's going to be able to lie. Nobody's going to be able, everybody's going to know what's going on. So it's all going to be out there. And that's pretty much the case. As everybody ascends and gets higher, if they do ascend and get higher, you're going to be able to see all this. Now, what brought this up was yesterday, Gina Marie Colvin's got a YouTube channel, and she was talking about being woke up at 3 a.m. Now, this 3 a.m. stuff, we're going to talk about too here in a second, guys. But hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. 3 a.m. I'm just going to hold this here, and we're going to look at some of these books. Donna Eden's Energy Medicine. I put this, it's in one of the top 10 when it comes to all about this energy too. It's definitely a must to have and get. All the ones I haven't seen really any of the between energy medicine or anything else that I've come across that have been wrong on anything that they talk about. But the 3 a.m. deal, okay? Now, like I said, guys, I had always been psychic, but I never pursued that part when I was younger in my life there. I just, went on with it. But this 3 a.m., it was about probably I don't know, 18, 20 years ago is when I started waking up at 3 a.m. Now, what does it mean? Oh, well, I could not find my book. Well, I got a couple 3 a.m. books too, and but I have misplaced them. I can't find them right now, guys. But the thing of it is, what does it mean? Now, if we look at just regular science, it says, well, it could be basically, it could be some kind of internal health issue with your body. Something could be going wrong. I don't believe that's the case on all this. I believe that there's a signal that's being sent out, and when the people receive it, certain people receive that signal. That's what's waking you up. Everybody's got a different take on all this. I mean, there's lots of people out there about this 3 a.m. I also think something's going to happen. I mean, in my opinion, and this is just only my opinion, I think there is something probably either catastrophic, and I think the energy's there to make sure some of us make it through it. I mean, taking religion out of the equation, okay? Religion plays a factor in all these energies. There are so many hidden things out there. It's not even funny, guys. This is another good book. Definitely. And I believe, I won't even try to pronounce her name, but she is a Russian healer. And she has some incredible information in that book right there, guys. Incredible. But getting back to this 3 a.m. deal. And I either think that, or I think maybe final contact is going to be where some of the human race out there is going to acknowledge that we are not alone. We've never been alone here. I don't believe that we've ever been alone. I believe that there's other beings. I know there's other beings on this planet here, no doubt. But getting on with this a little bit here too. Like I said, I'm going to try to touch base on a little bit of everything here. Got another book here. This is also kind of when they do kind of like a healing session for people. They can either have them on the floor, on a table. Now, hold on, guys. And a lot of times what they'll be doing, I mean, a lot of this is also, they put energy into people, but they also open blockages too, depending if there's a blockage. And like I say, you can actually feel that. I can feel that. I mean, say a person uh, is has a irregular heartbeat. Okay, I feel that if I pass my hand over somebody and they have an irregular heartbeat, I can feel that. It feels like a, oh God, what would I think? Kind of like a tap, 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 tap. I mean, a repeated small little tap consecutively, almost like a woodpecker pecking on something, is what it will feel like. Okay. And usually it's located up by the top of the forehead. Is if they're having that kind of problem, you can actually feel it there. Now, hold on, guys. Now, here's another photo of a healer working on someone. Now, these are positions to help open your chakras here. if you get out of alignment, guys, and I did this one once before in one of my videos. If you remember when you were a small kid and if you ever seen another one spin around in circles, a person spin around, little child spin around in circles. If you do that, even as an adult, that can help realign that energy. Okay, guys? Sometimes it just is simple as something like that to get everything flowing again. Now, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now, there are lots and lots of different symbols, okay, in Reiki. And you can, like I say, this book here is the magic of Reiki. Now, this is another one that is a must to have, guys. But I'm sure some people out there, like I say, I love music. You have to, this energy, to actually be able to move it and to be, connected with the light and the universe, it has to flow. You have to flow with it. You have to be interconnected with that for it to flow freely. Okay, guys? So if you guys have ever seen me, I'm going to hold my hand out a little bit and see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it like this and hold. If I had somebody film it, help me. But say I will go like this, okay? And I go like this, and I go like this. And you guys have probably seen me, like if I was out there, like say San Caligon, and I move my hands around like this, okay? And I go like this. Well, this is what I do. These are symbols, okay? These are master symbols. And I do them that quickly. I've been doing them for years now. Now, I'm not associated with any groups. I'm pretty much just self-taught and did a lot of reading. Nobody knows everything. And we're on let's see, maybe I should say like a learning adventure. Okay, guys? I had a jury duty about a month ago. I ran into this one lady and I just had to ask her. I never got another text back from her, but I did talk to her for about an hour, and then our deal got dismissed because somebody actually accidentally, I think they had a low sugar. I think they were having like a diabetic attack, but I think they were okay though. They got to them in time and everything. But this lady, she had a eye on a tattoo on her left arm, and she had a snake on her right arm, guys. Just a little bit of information here. Now, in this, your right is supposed to be what basically you're going to send that energy out with, and the left is what you're going to pull with, okay? Now, I can do it both ways, okay? And these are master symbols, okay? And the thing of it is, this gets really complicated, and I'm not going to get into all this right now, but a lot of this is considered like a male symbol in witchcraft. And females consider this the female symbol in witchcraft a lot. I use both of these. I believe that this is Japanese and this is Tibetan. We'll just put it that way. I always do both of them. I do this one first. I do this one second. Now there's lots of other symbols too. Okay, guys. But there's only one symbol that, when it comes to evil and other different things, it can defeat it all. And I'll show you that one. And that's the hearth. The love, truth, beauty, harmony, and balance. This is always the last symbol that I send out and do. And like I say, now the witchcraft, like I say, I don't get along with all these because I won't join no groups. I don't join groups. I'm not going to be controlled and everything else and do what they want. My energy is way high too. Mine's rated up more like with your kind of like here in Kansas City, which would be considered like the Ren's group, Yugoslavian group. There's something about that area over between China, Russia. I still say in Mongolia, I think the bloodlines were probably, that's where a lot of this came from. Then we also have Iran. We have Israel. And I still say it all comes back to there. Now, we're going to talk about a few other little things here, guys. So hold on just a second about this. But anyway, I was getting back to what I was talking about was the lady. The lady was a real nice lady. I talked to her for a while. But talking about this energy, about pushing. So she has a snake on her right, which sends out, see. And she's got all seeing like eye on her left. And she was telling me basically, I guess she was had been with a unity or whatever. Now, all these, when we get back into religions, all these religions, they all do different things with all this energy. Not all the religions are good. Some pull, push. Unity's a bunch out there. I went to a few deals out there, and there was a lot of women that was basically that were using it to go after men and stuff. There was a lot of women, men haters actually, that were out there. And when I was talking to her, we talked about it. She said, yeah, that was the case. She also told me that between the light workers and the witchcraft, there was a big feud. I guess they've been having some big feuds going on and stuff, which is interesting. You know, here you go again. I mean, they all have different things. And just like the voodoo, the blacks, basically, they don't like the witchcraft. They don't believe that they have their own views on it. And this all has to do, then it comes back to different religions, different things, stuff like that. So, like I say, talking about this energy is one of the best. Now, hold on, I'll show you a couple more symbols too. Okay, this is another symbol that I use. And that's where you put the power, put the energy. After those first two master symbols, I use this symbol. Okay, guys? Now hold on. Then after that symbol I just showed you, I use this one right here. And then I use the hearth symbol. That one right there, guys. Now, we're going to talk about this symbol here. This symbol cannot do no harm. The only time this symbol could do any harm is if it's something that's evil. And if you hit this with something that's evil, it's not going to harm it. Yeah, it's going to harm it because it doesn't like good. It doesn't like light. I did come across, what am I looking to say, down at Branson, that this this one individual, it was just like, I'm sure it was probably a shape shifter, kind of like a reptilian. There is no doubt. Because I threw this energy out, and this one person just went psycho. And I mean, like a like a crocodile or alligator. So I'm just going to put it that way. But like I say, this symbol can do no wrong, no doubt. So hold on, guys. This Essential Reiki, this is another good book to read. Definitely informative. And all these books really you need to read because all of them have something to offer different. And they all interconnect the energy too. You can't just read one. Now, if you could only get one and you're good, I would say get the energy medicine with Donna Eden. And the other one would be the second one, the Hands of Light, and then this one. And this one, Magic of Reiki. Those are the four main. Definitely you want to have. Because that, if you're wanting to heal, if you're wanting to learn a lot about it, definitely that's the way to go, guys. This book here is another good one. Definitely a must have. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now we're going to talk a little bit more. Now, this Reiki and the energy, to have all your energy flowing freely, several things. Okay, let's talk about something first. E-Arts talks about the controllers. Okay, and there's a lot of want to control. They try to make people get angry. If you do not have not never dealt with these people and they try to make you angry and stuff, it will throw your energy off. Now, in time, if you learned actually to deal with them, fight with them, yeah, you can actually overcome it. And then you get to the point where you don't let them get you mad or that, basically. So your energy can surpass that. Now I'm going to bring something up here. And why I bring this up? Now hold on. Okay. The Psychic Vampire Manual of Magic. Anybody can pull this energy, but that ain't what I'm going to go with this. If you read this book here, what this book had to offer me in the sense was there's different groups of these vampires, okay? And they have vampire warriors that actually fight with this energy all the time, okay? So whether you were a vampire that fought with the energy, or say if you were an angel that fought for the good with energy, okay? The thing of this is it talks about how they do it. They talk and how to control some of the energy. And the problem with, like I say, with this is to learn not to be able to have self-control of yourself and to not let people, I mean, what am I looking to say here? To disturb your energy. Because that's how they win. If they can make you mad, if they can make you angry, if they can get you upset, it'll mess your line of energy up in yourself. Okay? Now, the vampires, basically, one group, they learn to fight with this energy and not to allow that energy to be disturbed. And that's what I found so interesting about this book when I read it. Because I thought, well, now, which is like practicing like the witchcraft and the other different things and stuff. If you look at this, they have their own group of warriors, of fighters, that just fight like that, guys. Okay? So I thought, well, if they can do that, why couldn't a Reiki master do that? Why, if you are a real master, you shouldn't let people get you upset. You should know both the good and the bad side of the energy. So just something to be aware of too. You know, like I say, they win if you let them get to you in that sense. And you shouldn't, okay? Now, hold on, guys. Getting back, I want to show that one real quick too here. The lady I talked to, like I said, that was at the jury duty there. I wanted to talk to her again because there was another person that was on this jury duty, and I don't think whether if it was a person or maybe some other kind of being, and that's what I wanted to talk to her about, but I never got, yeah, like I say, never got a text back from her about that. So I was just, I don't know. But she was telling me that she had stomach problems and stuff like. I could tell, I could feel her energy. When she walked in the room, I could feel her energy. And the thing of it was, let's see, what am I looking to say? Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. And like I say, this is just my opinion, in my opinion only. I think amethyst has its place, but I do think it also can hold you down. Now, I mean, everybody, they always talk about grounding and stuff, but I don't have that problem, okay? And I don't want to be grounded too much either. Because you ground yourself too much, then you can't use the energies properly, okay? And only thing I could sense from this lady, and she seemed like a real nice person, was that she did have some problems going on, and I think it might have been with her using maybe too much of the amethyst, and she just didn't realize it. I didn't tell her that though, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Now hold on, guys. Now, guys, this crystal actually used to be more blue, and they considered it an, I think, titanium aura. Even though it's lost its blueness, it still has a very high quality of energy to it, okay, guys? Now, supposedly, I believe they infuse a gold mist with titanium at around 1600 degrees, a vapor, when they spray these, okay? And they have them in all different colors. Now, the one I had was basically a cluster of these that were blue. Now, hold on. Maybe I got a little bit of a cluster left. Hold on. Okay, I'm back, guys. Let's see if I'm going to turn that on there, see if you guys can see this. I'll put it over on the purple. Look. Let's see if I can get this in. There you go. Now, like I say, it's supposedly it has a titanium with gold, and it's vaporized around there, around 1600, I believe they said, degrees. And like I say, this one, let's see, you can't. It looks almost clear now, but it still has the same amount of energy. So, very interesting. But I think this is something probably what she probably needs more, because that's why she's having so much stomach problems. Interesting, though. Very interesting. And I'll leave that at that for right now. Now, let's talk about a little bit about Reiki sex. Is it possible? Oh, yeah, guys, it's possible. And there's some things I still... Now, this is where the only thing, if you could find a legit group... Now, I mean, I'd like to go see EE Arts. I'd like to go see them. That is one... two people I would definitely like to go see, because they're legit. They're not trying to control nobody. And there's another gentleman out there too. It's got a deal too. I'll try to get his name too. He's been around for about 30 years too. That they're promoting. I think a course it's going to be coming up here shortly too. But I mean, you know, here you go again. You to evolve and to learn. I like EE Art's approach to all this though, because the problem of it is we're here to learn. That's what we're here to learn. And then, like I say, and explore. Some of us are teachers. Some of us are here to help other people. Very interesting stuff, guys. But getting on with this, we're going to talk about frequencies. Frequencies. Now, and different frequencies of different tribes, of different groups of people too. And I still say it's DNA. Everybody always looks at my hands, okay? Now, I got small hands. I don't have big hands. I'm 5'10" and a half. I'm not 6.5 feet tall. No. But I can see energy off my hands that I can see gold. Sometimes it looks white. And that means certain things. And, gold, basically, what I understand, has to be earned. It cannot be given at birth. That's what I understand, anyway. So that means you've had to earn that. And I think sometimes that could be, if you're not on the good side, that could be very devastating in the sense to see somebody that has that aura like that. One night, there was a group. It was up at one of the casinos, and they threw some bad energy out at me. And actually, I could hear this one lady. They thought they got me. They didn't get me, but it looked like I heard this one lady says it looked like 1,000 fireflies around me that were lit up like the sun, like a protection. And I still say this has to do with DNA and your lineage. Now, there are some groups that I've had to fight with this energy and stuff, and they resonate with certain signatures here in Kansas City. Some of the what I consider kind of like the qigong, some of the Reiki ones out here that are light workers that are not good have a certain signature. I can actually sense them. I mean, several blocks away, I can feel it, and they have a certain signature, a certain vibration. But let's get on to this here for a minute. And that's why I'm going to bring this up here real quick, too. What I don't get is, okay, my energy, basically, I've been told feels warm and kind of fluffy. It feels really good. That's what I've been told. And I have not come across that many people. There was one day I was walking by this one lady, and she was actually working at Walmart. She was putting candy bars in there. And she was probably, I don't know, she was probably maybe 28, 30 years old. But she was giving off the same signature energy like I give off. Now, I don't come across it very often, guys. I don't come across it hardly at all. And there are other energies. Well, we're going to talk about this real quick here, too, that some of this, I think, has to do with if your energy is completely open and it's good. And I mean, you have to, if you don't like sex and you're not in tune with yourself and your spirit yourself, I doubt if you'll ever be able to use this energy full out or have that ability. Because if you hate sex and you hate everything else, you're probably not gonna go far. I mean, that's what life is itself in light. And like I say, and that just, it isn't there. I mean, anyway, getting on with this, I don't never notice any Mexicans or Latin Americans that have this energy. I only know of one that was hooked in with, actually, it was either between Churches of Resurrection or Unity, and I believe she was at Unity. Now, anybody can learn Reiki, okay, and they can practice and practice. I went to a oneness many times, too, and there was this lady, there was a real nice lady. She was, I think she was from India. And you would think, okay, because if you've never done any of this stuff before, you think, well, it's probably, I mean, they probably really have the energy strong. They really, and I'm talking to her one night, and she said, like I said, let me explain something here. I went to this one group where this guy called himself the Hillbilly Alien. And he actually, I wonder why all this from Arkansas and other different places and Appalachian Mountains and all the other places, it kind of makes me wonder. But a lot of Irish come over here, and of course they brought a lot of Germans too. But the thing of it is, I don't never feel this energy off any of the Germans either, other than the ones that have practiced it, like for Reiki. Now I'm talking about natural energy, natural ability, natural energy with this, okay? And that is something that is very rare. And I still say it has to do with DNA. Well, like I say, I haven't seen it off any of the Japanese. I used to dance a lot, and I call it precision dancing, like East Coast swing, waltz, different things like that too. And I never felt any energy off them. But getting back to this, one Latino or Mexican lady that was with, like I say, I'm pretty sure it was probably Unity. Used to be up at Ala Capri, and she looked almost like a Paula Abdul. I think they were more like it, but she wore, I think, and she would have people come over there, and I think she was a healer and stuff. But now I could feel her energy. She is the only one. But okay, like I say, it's far few in between. Now, the black ladies. The black ladies, there are lots of them for some reason that have this energy from the sacral area. Now, is it just sexual? Is it just that they're in tune with their body so much? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's just all that though. I think it's DNA, and I think it has to do with the lineage where it came from. So, me and my son was up at World's Fun. We went up the Halloween haunt, and like I say, we go up there, we walk. I go walk for exercise. I go walk at the zoo for exercise. I go to Worlds of Fun to walk for exercise. But getting on with this, there was this lady, and I don't know, she was not Japanese, and she looked more Chinese. I thought, well, maybe she could be Korean, but she did not look as Korean. She was with a gentleman. I think she had one or two children. But her energy, I could feel off of her immediately. Now, this isn't about, looking at them sexually or anything like that. You can actually feel this pulsating certain kind of energy off of them. And I think it has to do with the flow of energy, and if all your chakras are open. Now, this is something, like I say, I'm still researching. I don't know for sure, but I still think it has to do with DNA. But it's far few in between. Now, the black ladies seemed, I probably come across maybe in the last probably 15 years, I would say I've come across maybe 22 different black ladies that I actually like. Be at Walmart, or you'd be at the mall, or Home Depot. You could feel the energy off them like that. Not the same thing as, like I say, is the certain other groups, but it is just a I don't know. And then I often wonder too if this energy is also maybe for, like, if you think about like animals and other different species, to maybe mate even for sex, because to find your own species, your own actual species DNA race, like, not meaning if you're black or white or Latin or whatever else. So that's something. I mean, I've been around Russians. I've never felt any energy. I mean, I got that book on that one, like I say, that one, the Energy Secrets there, guys. But the thing of it is, I've been around Russians. I've never seen any women like that have that energy like that. Which, like I say, makes me believe that this is a far few in between. But then, is it also something of certain ones that are chosen? More of the elite. Yeah, well, I think that is too. Because just like, they were saying that basically they use the Yugoslavians because they have a high energy. See, I traced my stuff back basically because I have AB positive. Okay, AB positive. AB positive, there's a massive amount over there in Mongolia, some in China, some in Russia, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia they seem to have a lot. And then, I mean, there's only 4% of us here, I think they say in the United States, that have AB positive or negative. So you have to think about that too. I mean, about this and about the energies. So it's something also to probably be aware of. Something I'm still searching and exploring. I'm still looking and see, like I say, see if I can find somebody that some lady that's got that kind of an energy. But just like the lady that was actually that was a second degree Reiki master, basically, I mean, she did not have the vibrational frequency like that. I mean, it was different. So it's interesting stuff to think about, definitely. Another little good book to check out, guys, is that there too. But anyway, guys, just getting back to this, like I say, is the energies. It just amazes me because, like, there's only been a few, and they're far few in between, and it's really interesting. I mean, it don't matter how many of the witchcraft groups, the other groups, or anything else, they can't deny that. I mean, like I say, this is DNA, and whoever however you want to believe in any what kind of religion, whoever did create us, like I say, I uh, I think maybe some of them they were working on in the beginning, and they perfected their deals as they went along. I don't know. Got to have fun with it, guys. Got to be able to laugh. That's important too. And if you guys ever see any of those numbers that come up all the time, I can tell you only this about this. And there are so many YouTubes videos, there are so many books out there on that. It's not even funny. Uh, the thing of this is, I believe it's a guide. I would have to disagree with one thing about E. Arts. I'll have to sway on his wife's side on this. Time is set. It's like a railroad track. Now you can deviate off. You can jump off the train, get you a Big Mac at McDonald's, or you could go to Burger King, get you a Whopper, and get back on that train. But you're still going to be on that track. And I believe when you start seeing these numbers, yes, it is a sign. This signal is being sent from somebody somewhere. Now you can believe it's angels, you can believe whatever. I believe it's alien origin. I really do. And hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Like I say, I pretty much think it's alien origin. And what me, like I say, I was talking to my son. We was talking about this 3 a.m. deal. And when that Gina Marie Coven on YouTube was talking about, she's got her beliefs. She's kind of religious, I think, in a certain way, and everybody has a certain belief, and there's nothing wrong with that. See, I don't have a problem with any of all. What I have, only the problem I have is when it comes to control, because all these groups, I don't never see a group that's not trying to control. That's the problem. It isn't like, hey, you can come to our group, and if you want, you're not, don't worry about it. They ain't that way, because it's always about control. And I'll also leave this on one last note here. Sky people, unearthing ancient America. Okay, guys. Oh, I got one slipped off. Let's see. I might pull this one back here. Let's see here. Let's not forget Egypt, too, and what they have to offer also about some of this stuff. But we'll go on from there. Star children. Now, the star children are confused. We are all from the stars, okay? And we're going to talk about tattoos too. All these people that have these tattoos, and some of them, not tattoos just to have tattoos, but tattoos that have symbols and different things on it. I have one tattoo. Mine's got earth, wind, fire, water, and spirit, which is a pentacle. It is not, I do not stand for the witchcraft or anything like that. Mine is my own belief. Like I say, it's kind of like that 5 elements. The 5 elements. You guys ever see that movie? Fifth Element? Fifth Element? Now, these other generations that think that they're the top dogs, that's not the case. This energy does not discriminate. Like E.E. Arts talks about, some of us have reincarnated thousands upon thousands of times. Okay? And some of the younger generations are even weaker. Their immune systems are not as good. It's not good, guys. Some of our vaccines that we had for certain illnesses and stuff don't even work on our children anymore and offspring that are further down the line. So this doesn't make some of these think that they are the chosen ones. No, that's not correct at all. And younger don't mean more stronger either, if you want to look at it one way or the other. But that isn't what this is about. That's the only thing what they're about. Bottom line on all this is we were given these gifts to use them for good, okay, and to explore and to learn. And that's what's being lost here, which is very sad because that's what this is all about. How are we ever going to get further out there if we don't, guys? Okay, I'm back, guys. Thinking about this brings up something else just out of my head here real quick. And it's just amazing to some of the stuff that I see. I mean, well, that would be like saying, we'll just say this. One night I was up at Isle of Capri, and there was another group, and we were actually at a telekinetic war in between a battle. And they were throwing stuff out at me, and this guy, they actually had this guy, he was probably maybe no more than, I don't know, 25. And we did this for about an hour and a half. And he finally just told him, said, I can't get through his energy. Well, now, I wonder, okay, one thing you got to understand the deal between good and evil. And if all, bottom line, if you stand in the light, and that's what you stand for, nothing's going to penetrate that. And like I say, true love is never, I mean, that's just, nothing's going to beat that. Boy, but they hate that. I mean, the evil ones, they don't want to see nobody laughing. They don't want to see nobody happy. And they'll do anything to try to make it that way. But I don't know. What I was going to say, E Arts, I don't know. They're probably, I'm guessing the guy he looks like he's maybe, I don't know, 45, 50 years old. That would be like saying, well, he doesn't have very much energy because he's an older guy. See, I don't consider old. My definition of old is until about 75 or 80. Then you're getting up there. There was a gentleman out there, I think he was like 75 years old, and he was playing hockey out in California with 30-year-old guys. They did I forget which college it was, did a study on him. They did a MRI, CAT scan, everything else, blood workup. They couldn't figure out how this old guy, supposedly he was old, could stay up and play hockey with those 30-some-year-old guys. Well, the conclusion was it all had to do with his mental ability and his brain. in his energy himself. So think about that, guys. We are so much more. So much more. I'll leave this on one last little thing and I got to get going. But originally, I had a vision one time where I seen myself coming in here to this planet. But way back a few years ago, when Suspicious Observer would post different, like, what am I looking to say? Like different galaxies, stuff like that out there. And they had better photos and different things of them and stuff. I would have visions before sometimes they posted these things, and I would draw actually the galaxies and stuff. Okay. But the thing of it was, you know what was really strange about it was? I drew it backwards, guys. Like, and at first, you know, I said, like I said, me and myself, we talked about this. I said, look at this. I said, I have to reverse this. So it was like, you know, it'd be like if you were going from west to east and east to west, you were coming in and you were seeing something for the first time. But if you were leaving the planet Earth, you would be seeing it from the back side. I was seeing it coming in. Very interesting. In this vision I had, it was wild. We were, like I say, it was on a ship that looked like pure light. That's what it looked like coming in here. Don't know, guys. Anyway, just a little video today. And stand in the light, eyes open, and have a good one out there, guys.